Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Vanessa guide. Today I'm going to be sharing a quintessential Vanessa tip. Very important, how to get your ramrod unstuck. Who is calling me, man? Oh my god, it's Stelle again, bro. What's up, Stelle? Stelle, I told you we can't do that. No, we can't do that. You know we can't do that. I've told you 1,000 times. No, because you can't just sell that on the market. I know that you love helicopters and shit, but you can't just sell that to anybody. No! No, we need to go through defense testing. You think FAA will allow this? What are you thinking? We've talked about this a million times. You just want to do it anyways? I mean, I can't really stop you. You kind of pay my salary. Why? Why do you always do this? We can't. Alright. So we're gonna get hella fines. Are you sure you just want any old Jabalian to be able to buy this stuff? Alright. Alright. Well, we're gonna get negative backlash for this. We're gonna get really negative backlash for this. Okay. Well, let me handle that. You just keep inventing. And I'm gonna, I guess I'll address this with the community so people know that at least we're doing something right. They at least deserve a heads up what's gonna happen to them. Alright, take care, boss. She does this every time. Every time. Alright guys, I gotta show you guys some stuff. The ramrod video is gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Despite my best wishes, Stelle has decided to release very deadly drones into the Bazaar. The first of which is Angle Grinder Drone. This is a small weapon, tool, and new keyword drone that every 5 seconds deals 10 damage, and additionally a tool or drone starts flying. Now, flying is a brand new mechanic unique to Stelle. It is a binary on-off effect where something can either be flying or not be flying, and items can both gain and lose flying. When an item is flying, it is affected by freeze and slows for half the duration. However, if you were to take something that wasn't flying, so let's say you have your angle grinder drone, it gets frozen for a second and then gains flying. It will not gain half duration. It will not cut that existing freeze or slow in half. It is only when it is flying that gained freezes and slows are cut in half. We'll have to see how flying plays out, but I think it's really cool that in a meta that's so kind of dominated by slows, when you're going against all these shot glass proboscis builds, could be a really good way to mitigate that. Same with freeze. I've definitely had my fair share of experiences where I've received some very brutal infinite freeze. So maybe now you kind of have a better tech to that than just Radiant, and maybe it's something that's actually a lot more helpful in Radiant. I think Angle Grinder Drone would be a great way for all your drones, which there will be a few more here, to kind of get everything up in the air and protect everything. Very interesting to me. Next up, we have the Battle Drone, which is a medium weapon, drone, and tech item. It has an 8-second cooldown and it deals 40 damage. Additionally, if you have another tool, tech, drone, or vehicle, it has a +1 multi for each. Now, I really see this going 2 ways. I could see you running this in your drone build as kind of like a big drone finisher, or you kind of just have like a kind of menagerie board going, something where you're really just trying to fit all the pieces together, get a tool, get a tech, get a drone, get a vehicle together, and you just kind of have this as like a good finisher. I mean, really, it will have up to 5 multicast, and so 8 seconds it does 200 damage. Quite effective early, and if you can ever scale this damage, it could really prove to be a good damaging powerhouse in your drone build. Next up, we have Lightning Butterfly, which is a small weapon, tech, friend, and drone item. Has a 4-second cooldown and it deals 5 damage. Additionally, your flying weapons gain +5 damage for the fight, and at the start of each fight, this item gains flying. Now, maybe I'm overhyping this thing, but this kind of reminds me of Kusarigama, which I absolutely underrated, and it also kind of reminds me of Trained. I think anything that is a small item and low rarity and scales has the potential to be very, very good. I think you run this as like a very early, very mid-game kind of like damage scaler in your drone builds. And I think it has the potential to be quite powerful if you can get a bunch of stuff flying, because you get 4 or 5 items. 4-second cooldown is quite quick. 4 or 5 items flying, all of a sudden you're adding 25, something like that, damage. It's basically, remember Shark Claws? Shark Claws used to scale itself. This also scales itself. Has the potential to be really powerful in my opinion. Next up, we have Delivery Drone, which is a medium tech and drone item. Has a 4-second cooldown. Additionally, it charges another flying item 1 second. At the start of each day, you also get a loot item. This looks super, super nuts to me. There's already a skill that gives you loot items at the start of every day. It's a great skill. Compared to something like Shovel for me, I would much rather have something like this generating me loot items than random smalls a lot of the time. Maybe that's me. I really rate XP and cooldown. Additionally, charge items always are really, really good. I have to imagine at higher tiers it becomes charge something 2 seconds, 3 seconds, that kind of thing. Looks very, very strong to me. Especially imagine this and you're just charging your 8-second multicast drone over and over and over. So, you know, at silver tier, you're really just cutting 2 seconds off that cooldown all the time. Looks pretty strong to me, and I think the economy aspect of it is also very, very strong. So really excited to see this thing. You either play it on board or you run it in your stash, and I think both are going to be quite powerful. Last but not least, we have Joystick, which is a small tool and tech item. 4-second cooldown, charges adjacent drones in 1 second. This thing looks like an absolute house to me. Really reminds me of excavation tools, which even after nerf is a very, very strong Mac item. I think you want to run this, obviously with drones, but I really see a combination between battle drone as well as delivery drone. I think if you're running like a delivery drone, battle drone, joystick combo, you just have a ton of charge on both your battle drone and delivery drone, and then you're basically just pumping your battle drone a bunch. And this also is a tool and tech for your battle drone. So maybe you have a really good like kind of 3-item core there. Then you can like sneak in a vehicle as well. Very, very interesting. I think this will be quite powerful. I would love to see how the upgrades work because 4-second cooldown is very low, but I assume it's going to charge more. But maybe as it upgrades, it also reduces cooldown instead. Something like what Crude Tools does. Instead of charging the core more, or reducing the core cooldown more, joystick goes to 3 seconds and charges something for 1. We'll have to see. It seems very, very powerful to me though, and a great enabler for your drone builds. Anyways guys, thank you again for watching. Thank you at Tempo. It was amazing to be a part of the Stelle release. If you guys enjoyed this video, you might want to consider checking out my stream in a couple hours, because it'll happen 7:30 Pacific time. If you also enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like and sub. Helps the channel tremendously. Anyways guys, I hope you all are doing well. Thanks again for checking out the video. Hope you guys are stoked because this new season is about to be awesome. Take care everybody.
Just trying to get this